Hello students, this is Smriti Singh. Welcome to your own channel LLS with SS. Today I am going to teach you about the circulatory system of earthworm. So let's start. What is circulatory system, how it looks like, and what is the function of the circulatory system in earthworm. Okay, let's see. This is the diagram of earthworm with a digestive system, but I will teach you about the circulatory system. So this centrally existed or centrally placed alimentary canal is needed to show you the location of the vessels of the circulatory system of earthworm. So what is there, what is the circulatory system, and how many vessels or how vessels that work, and what is the name of that vessels, I will teach you everything in this session. So keep watching till the last. Let me teach you everything. Alimentary canal, there is a tube that is known as dorsal blood vessels, and just below the alimentary canal there is a tube that is known as ventral blood vessels. Just below the dorsal blood vessel there is another type of tube that is attached that starts from 9th segment to the 13th segment. Okay, it is start from 9th segment to the 13th segment. It is another type of tube, and this tube is known as supraesophageal vessel. Okay, this is known as supraesophageal vessel, that is starts from 9th segment to the 13th segment, and in below the alimentary canal there is just above from the ventral blood vessels there is another type of tube that starts from 3rd segment to the last segment. Actually it is about to 14th segment and attached with it, and it starts from the 3rd segment to the 14th, and it is branched. Okay, it is branched type of tubes, and this tube is known as lateral esophageal blood vessel. Okay, this is known as lateral esophageal blood vessel, and that one is known as supraesophageal blood vessel. This is branched type. It whenever you will see this tube you will find out the branches. Okay, in the ventral blood vessels there is also a branches. You will see this branch type. Okay, it is branched tube. Okay, but the dorsal blood vessels and supraesophageal blood vessel, this is not branched, but it consists branched. Okay, it is branched type of vessels. All 4 vessels are attached with each other, but it is attached from a tube like structure that is known as heart in this organism, but it is starts from the 7th. A simpler broad like tubes attached the dorsal tube to the ventral tube. Okay, dorsal tube and ventral tube attached with each other in the 7th segment. Let me draw that tube from 7th segment. It is just broad like, just like this, just like this. Okay, let me erase inside of that. Okay, this one, it is of pair. One broad tube attached dorsal tube to the ventral tube in 7th segment, and one from the 9th segment. One from the 9th segment. Let me draw this broad type. Yeah, just like it. Yeah. Okay, this 2 broad like structure, this 2 broad type tubes is known as, it is known as lateral hearts. Okay, it is known as lateral hearts, and the supraesophageal tube and this lateral esophageal tube, supraesophageal and lateral esophageal tubes also attached with each other with the dorsal tube and ventral tube also. Means that all these things, these 3 tubes only, supraesophageal tube, dorsal sorry, this dorsal tube with supraesophageal tube and the ventral tube. All three tubes will attach with each other from 12 segment and 13 segment. Let me draw that also. It is also attached as a broad like tube. Okay, it is like this. It's just attached. Let me draw it clearly. Okay, just you see, this tube is also as broad, but it is attached dorsal, supraesophageal and the ventral. Okay, and one more tube is like this in 13 segment. Let me draw that. You just see, this is also a broad like tube and this is also a broad like tube, but it is attached dorsal tube, supraesophageal tube and the ventral tube, all three tubes, and these two tubes is known as lateral esophageal hearts. Okay, it is known as lateral esophageal hearts, and all the tubes, all two tubes are connected with each other, means the dorsal tube and the ventral tube. The dorsal tube and the ventral tube starts from the third segment. It will be end on the last segment. Okay, it will be end on the last segment. So it is going to the last segment, so it is attached with each other with a multiple or several tubes. That tube is known as commissure vessel. Let me draw that also. Whenever you will see that this both tubes, dorsal tube and the ventral tube, attached with each other with the multiples or several tubes. Let me draw the one or two tubes only, but there are many tubes are there, several tubes are there till the last segment, and these types of tubes is known as commissure vessel. Okay, this is the commissure vessel or commissure tubes. This is commissure tubes, and only the supraesophageal and the lateral esophageal blood vessel, the supraesophageal and the lateral esophageal blood vessel is attached with each other. Only this one and this one, this will attached with each other with a tube, and that tube is known as this tube. There are also a tube like this. You just see properly. See, this tubes is attached only, this tube attached only the supraesophageal vessel and the lateral esophageal vessel. This will attach, and this tube is known as anterior loop. Okay, it is known as anterior loops, and this is the circulatory system of earthworm, the arrangement of the vessels in the circulatory system of earthworm. Let me explain the functions and let me explain their all the functions, how the circulatory systems function in this in their body. Okay, let's see dorsal blood vessels. Let me tell you about the dorsal blood vessel. This dorsal blood vessel is contractable. Okay, it is contractable, means it is contracting. Okay, means that it contracts and contracts the blood, it will contract and the blood will flow. Okay, then blood will flow from posterior to anterior, means their last end part, it is just come from this side, means blood will flow in this direction. Okay, this is the posterior part of the, this is posterior part of the earthworm, and this is anterior part of the earthworm. So the blood will flow from posterior to anterior in the dorsal blood vessel, and this is contractable. Okay, and again it is, means it will flow from posterior to anterior, it is contractable, and one more points are there, it is vascular. Okay, it is vascular. Okay, what is the means of the vascular? Vascular means there is the vascular, or you can say it is the vascular. It is obviously it is vascular, it consists vessels, but it is the valvular. Okay, it is valvular, means it consists valve, means there is a minor, in the 14th segment there is a membrane present and have form a valve in this tube. Their formation of the valve in this tube, that's why it is valvular, means dorsal blood vessel is contractable and it flow bloods from posterior to anterior, and it is valvular because there is the valve. Okay, there is the valve. But let me talk about the ventral blood vessel. Let me talk about the ventral blood vessel. Ventral blood vessel is not contractable, means it is non-contracting. Okay, means it will never contract, and the flow of blood will from anterior to the posterior, means that this tube will flow the blood from this direction. Okay, anterior to posterior. Understand? The anterior to posterior. And one more points are there, it is non-valvular. It is non-valvular because this tube, there is no valve present. The valve present on the dorsal blood vessels, not in the ventral blood vessels. That's why it is non-valvular, and that is valvular. It is non-contractile, that is contractile, and it is the blood flow from anterior to posterior, and in this dorsal blood vessels there is posterior to anterior blood vessels. Okay, one more thing is there, in the segment of 4th and 5th and 6th, there is a gland present. Okay, 4th, 5th and 6th have a gland present. That gland is known as blood glands. Okay, this is blood glands. 3 glands are present in 4th, 5th and 6th segment. These blood glands produce hemoglobin. Okay, this produce hemoglobin. It synthesizes hemoglobin, and also the cells. Okay, that it also produce cells, and that cell is known as phagocytic cell. Understand? This is known as phagocytic cells. That blood glands present in the 4th and 5th and 6th segments, that will produce hemoglobin, that will synthesize hemoglobin, and the cells, that cells is known as phagocytic cells. And one more thing I'm going to tell you about the earthworm's hemoglobin. The hemoglobin is dissolved directly in the plasma. In case of human, we know that the hemoglobin is present in the red blood cell. Okay, but in the case of earthworm, the hemoglobin is dissolved in the plasma directly. Okay, so point it and note down this point. This is the circulatory systems, and this is the circulatory system of the earthworm. So this one complete how the circulatory systems work, how the vessels work, and which vessels is what is there, how it is working. I explained everything to you. I hope you like this video. If you like, then hit the like button, or if you never subscribe my channel, then you subscribe it. I will give you the more and more valuable videos, so please watch it and stay tuned.